Hello and welcome to Diplomatic Derivatives. In today's video, we are going to dive into a different topic. We are going to start with the topics involved in current affairs as well as Pakistan affairs. So we'll be doing different kinds of dimensions. We're going to touch different dimensions related to Pakistan, different dimensions about the current global affairs. And in order to dive into those topics, we're going to start with the basics. So here is a powerful overview of Pakistan that's designed especially for CSS aspirants and general knowledge enthusiasts. Pakistan is more than just a country on a map. It's a nation of strategic depth, cultural richness, and geopolitical importance. From its towering mountains to the north to its coastal plains in the south, Pakistan is a land of diversity, opportunity, and significance. In this snapshot, we'll explore the essential facts that every well-informed citizen should know. We'll cover the geography, demographics, economics, and much more that define Pakistan's identity on the world stage. Make sure to keep an eye on the key terms used because that's going to help you enhance your vocabulary for your exam preparation. So let's begin with understanding where Pakistan stands literally on the world map. Alright, so let's dive into what makes Pakistan's geography so unique and why it matters on the global stage. First off, Pakistan spans over 881,913 kilometers square, that is making it 33rd largest globally. That's not just a number, it's a vast and diverse landscape stretching from towering mountains to expansive deserts and a strategic coastline. Now let's talk about its neighbors. Pakistan shares its borders with 4 key countries, each shaping its regional dynamics. To the northwest, there's Afghanistan, a rugged frontier stretching 2,430 kilometers. Further north, there's China, a 523-kilometer high-altitude connection through the majestic Karakoram Range. On the eastern side, we have India. It's the longest border, 2,912 kilometers, which is basically a very complex and a crucial place. And to the west, there is a 909-kilometer border with Iran, linking the South Asia with the Middle East. All right, but Pakistan isn't just a landlocked story. It has a 1,046-kilometer coastline along the Arabian Sea and the Gulf of Oman. This coastline opens the country to international trade and naval strategy, especially through key ports like Gwadar, which is gaining global attention. What truly makes Pakistan stand out is its strategic location. It sits at the crossroads of South Asia, Middle East, and Central Asia, which is basically a gateway for trade, energy routes, and geopolitics. This location gives Pakistan a seat at the table in some of the world's most important conversations, as evident in the world politics today. When we talk about Pakistan, we're not just talking about land, we're talking about people. And in 2025, that number is massive. With a population of around 250 million, Pakistan ranks as the 5th most populous country in the world. That means every 1 in 30 people on earth is Pakistani. But here's when it gets more interesting. Only about 38.6% of the population lives in urban areas, while the majority, 61.4%, still reside in rural communities. This urban-rural divide plays a huge role in shaping national development, policy priorities, and even voting behavior. And here's a key fact. The population is almost evenly split. It's 50.7% male and 49.3% female. This balance influences everything from education planning to labor force participation, as well as social programs. Pakistan has a very young population. The median age is just 20.6 years. This means half the population is younger than 21, a demographic that brings both tremendous potential and serious challenges. This youth bulge should become Pakistan's greatest strength. If it is equipped with right education, employment opportunities, and civic engagement. So when you think about Pakistan, think of its future, think of its people, young, dynamic, and shaping the country's trajectory every single day. Gears and talk about Pakistan's economy in 2025, a space where numbers meet national strategy. As of the fiscal year 2024-25, Pakistan's GDP growth stands at 2.68%, 2%, falling short of the targeted 3.6%. This lower pace reflects the country's ongoing challenges, namely inflation, energy crisis, fiscal deficits, and global economic pressures. Despite the hurdles, Pakistan's GDP has reached approximately $410.96 billion, making it among the top 50 largest economies globally, but still with massive untapped potential. Now here's where things get strategic. International support is playing a pivotal role. In a significant development, the IMF approved a $2.3 billion bailout package in May 2025, even in the face of diplomatic pressures, notably from India, to block the deal. This reflects not just economic urgency, but also Pakistan's geopolitical resilience. And there's more. The World Bank has greenlit a $20 billion 10-year lending plan targeting key development sectors like renewable energy, education, and social protection. This isn't just aid, it's an investment in long-term national capacity. So while Pakistan's growth numbers may look modest today, this financial economic ecosystem is being rewarded for a more sustainable and inclusive economic future. Now let's look at two of the most crucial pillars of national development, health and education, through the lens of Vision 2025. Starting with health, in 2024, Pakistan's life expectancy stands at 67.94 years. That's an improvement over the past decade, but still behind regional and global averages. Healthcare spending remains modest, just 2.95% of GDP. And when we break it down, per capita health expenditure is only $38.18, a figure that highlights the strain on public health services, especially in rural and underserved areas. Now let's shift to education, where progress is visible, but the goals are still ambitious. The literacy rate has risen from 58.9% in 2017 to 60.7% by 2023. It's movement in the right direction, but still far from the Vision 2025 target of 90%. Now, primary school enrollment is at 82.68% as of 2022, but the target of 100%, a goal that's achievable, but requires urgent reforms in infrastructure, teacher training, and access. In higher education, the numbers are more concerning, just 9% enrollment as of 2023, with a bold target of 99%. And here's an indicator, critical one indeed. Female workforce participation is just 24.46%, less than a quarter of working age women are part of the economy. The goal, a transformative 85%, which would redefine Pakistan's socio-economic dynamics. So while the data reveals gaps, it also reflects intent, ambition, and areas for urgent focus. 2025 has marked a historic point in Pakistan's security and governance landscape. On May 20, 2025, General Asim Munir, the Chief of Army Staff, was promoted to the ranks of Field Marshal, a prestigious rank, becoming the first serving Chief of Army Staff in Pakistan's history to hold this title. This promotion followed the successful execution of Operation Bunyan and Marsus, a decisive military campaign that played a key role in reshaping and redefining the regional dynamics. In recognition of this moment, the government declared May 16 as Yom-e-Tashakkur, the Day of Gratitude. This national observance commemorates the peaceful conclusion of the 2025 India-Pakistan conflict and pays tribute to the valor and dedication of Pakistan's armed forces. These developments aren't just headlines, they're critical touchpoints in understanding how security, leadership, and national identity are interlinked in Pakistan's governance model. Pakistan today faces a critical environmental paradox. Despite ranking among the least contributors to global carbon emissions, with per capita carbon dioxide emissions at just 0.99 tons, far below the global average of 4.69, Pakistan is consistently one of the most affected countries by climate change. As of 2025, Pakistan is the fourth most polluted country in the world in terms of air quality. Pakistan alone is cutting life expectancy by an average of 4.3 years, a silent killer with massive health and economic costs. And yet, Pakistan is not sitting idle. In recent years, the country has launched several bold initiatives to combat climate change and build resilience. The Billion Tree Tsunami and 10 Billion Tree Tsunami program have planted billions of trees nationwide, aiming to restore forest cover, reduce carbon, and protect biodiversity. Similarly, many other means include the Recharge Pakistan project, UN climate change conferences, and Pakistan National Climate Change Policy that prioritize renewable energy, water conservation, and disaster preparedness. Marches towards its 100th birthday in 2047, the nation is setting its sights on a bold and transformative goal to become one of the world's top 10 economies. That's the heart of Vision 2047, a continual blueprint that goes far beyond numbers. It's about redefining Pakistan's place in the world economically, socially, and politically. The strategy is anchored in three core pillars, being economic growth, social development, and governance reforms. This vision is more than a long-term goal. It's a policy roadmap, and understanding it is crucial for answering questions on planning, development, and public administration. Pakistan's future depends on how well it balances ambition with action, and Vision 2047 is the compass pointing towards that future. And that's it for today. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Pakistan's evolving landscape, from its people and policies to its challenges and aspirations. Whether you're a CSS aspirant, a student of current affairs, or simply someone who cares about Pakistan's future, remember, it's not just about learning the facts, but understanding the forces shaping our nation. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll dive deeper into key concepts that define Pakistan's reality, from foreign policy to energy security, Indus-Water Treaty, institutional reforms, and beyond. Until then, like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and stay curious, stay committed, and keep learning. Thank you.